was the difference in that finals match? Just looked like you couldn't quite get your offense going.
Just the guy's good. He's a good wrestler. I mean, the guy's maybe a little racy, as we say. You know, I mean, we've talked about it. We've talked about it. I don't need to score in the first 20 seconds. I'm out there trying to score in the first 20 seconds, which I don't have a problem with that, but we got to be smarter. I mean, he didn't score on any of his attacks. It was re-attacks, so just being smarter out there. I mean, I can only wrestle so hard against the best guys in the world. I got to wrestle smart too. So that's what it comes down to. Just maybe a little break-in period, as much as I hate to say it, against a guy like that, where he's very fundamental in his positioning, and he doesn't really shoot that much. He's not let a guy come to him, but
anything surprise you with him when you get a feel of him?
no, I mean, he was quick. I mean, I don't think anything really surprises you at this level. I mean, we've been there, done that with just about everyone in the world. So nothing. I mean, I don't know. He was a good wrestler. I mean, good wrestlers. I don't know. Nothing surprised me, but yeah. I don't know.
I know it's early, it just happened, but you know, how do you feel right now?
Upset, disappointed. I know I made everyone proud, but I also feel like I let people down as well. So I don't know, emotional. Yeah.
You gave yourself a ton of opportunities today, getting to the legs a lot. What do you have to do to cash in on a higher percentage of those?
Just better penetration, better setup, and ultimately a better finish. So better penetration is going to lead to a better finish. Better setup is going to lead to a better finish. So not, like I said, not being so racy, beating the guy down a little bit more, and capitalizing. I mean, these guys are the best guys in the world, you know, and they know there's plenty of film out there on me. They know I'm going to come. So that's not going to change. I just got to get better. That's at the end of the day, that's all that matters. You know, getting better every day, and that was a good, humbling experience. That, you know, you can't take a day off. You got to get better. So back to work.
I know it's not, Thomas, where you wanted it, but describe being on that podium and seeing the American flag being raised and representing your country and performing the way you did.
I think it's humbling, very humbling, to see it below another nation's flag, because we are the greatest nation in the world, and I feel like I let that nation down. So put a lot of pressure on that. I take a lot of pride in that, for wrestling for this country and representing all the folks back home, and you know, I don't want to see that flag in that position again, at least when I'm up there.
Can you assess your overall performance? Forget about the wins and losses and talk about the way you wrestled, because you made it to the finals as a guy who's never even been on a senior world team.
I think I wrestled good. I think I was a little, maybe too excited, a little too racy. You know, I mean, especially the finals match. Just got to take a deep breath and get back to the fundamentals, right? So I got out a couple wins that should have been maybe a little wider score, and I don't know. My mind is just jumbled right now, so I'm trying to sift through things. But I think there are a lot of things that I can work off of. A lot of good things, but also a lot of not necessarily negative things, but things that I can definitely look at and improve. And you know, I mean, you got to fail to get to the top, and unfortunately, it had to happen today. But yeah.
What are your positive takeaways? Because you mentioned positive. It's easy to focus on losing because it just happened. But what are the good things about today?
Just my pace. Just knowing that it's reassuring that my pace is the best in the world. You know, I wear out anybody in the world, not just in the United States. So that's reassuring. My conditioning and strength is second to none. My hand fighting's right there. My leg attacks are there, but just need to tweak them just a little bit. You know, not going to go reinvent the wheel there. I mean, I just need a little penetration and scoring about 10 more points. So, not to pat myself on the back there, but made it to the finals. I guess that's positive.
When you talk about your pace, Thomas, what aspect of your cardio conditioning do you think pays the highest dividends for you once you get on the mat?
just lifestyle. I know that every single day I'm pushing my body, whether it's mentally, physically, psychologically. So, you know, I do camps. I tell kids that conditioning isn't just doing sprints and running miles. It's about how you drill, what are you doing in the mornings, what are you doing in the afternoons. You know, are you walking to practice, you riding your bike to practice, you driving your car, are you being a little bit lazy, you know. Obviously, some people can't walk and ride their bike to practice. I've been fortunate enough to be able to do that, but just those little lifestyle things, riding my bike to practice, or I said that, to class or wherever I'm going in town if I can. And just applying that to my wrestling. I mean, just wrestling hard in the room every single day. You know, I'm never in the room really goofing off. I'm just always just trying to beat the crap out of someone and get better and push that pace and conditioning.
As far as your pace and how it felt here and your pressure, did you know, you're talking in the U.S., guys can't hold up with you. Did you feel the same here that was a difference? And most, you know.
Yeah, I mean, it definitely felt the same, except for these guys are gamey. If it's close, they're gonna throw the whole kitchen sink at it. I mean, like North Korea. I mean, he was dog tired, but it was within 2 scores, and he came out, you know, and they got tricks. You know, some guys in the States have those tricks, but you don't see a lot of them here. All these guys, you know, whether it's arm spins or you know, front headlocks, just funky stuff. You know, they'll give a little to get a lot. You know, so just riding that line between wearing them out and being aggressive and too aggressive is the difference between wrestling these guys and the guys in the States.
Thomas, this is your first world team, you know, this experience, but can you talk about just being on this team with this group of guys, with these coaches, you know, what the journey's been like for you with this group?
It's been a journey, that's for sure. I mean, we've been to training camp, we've been to Spain, we've been to training camp, we've been to Germany, we've been to Paris. You know, we've been together more than we have it this summer, and it's definitely become like a family, more or less. You know, that's cliche and cheesy, but I mean, we have our disagreements, and not everyone sees eye to eye. But at the end of the day, we're all on the same team, and we're moving forward. It's been a pleasure. You know, the term is only half over, not even half over. So we got Burroughs and Green and Rutherford and Snyder tomorrow. So I'm looking forward to watching those guys and support them, and just being along with the veterans like Snyder and Burroughs and Green and Stieber, winning world medals. And, I mean, that's helped just kind of maybe relaxing a little bit, and having a coaching staff that's been there, done that too, has been reassuring. You know, everyone knows what they're doing, so kind of look around and you're in good company.
What did Terry say to you, if you had a chance to talk to him after the match?
Oh, there's not a lot that needs to be said other than moving forward. Just talk some technical stuff, wrestling-wise, and not too much. Not too much needs to be said. Like I've said before, when you have a relationship like I have with my coaches, there's not a lot that needs to be said anyway. So we're on the same wavelength. So moving forward.
I know you don't care. You said love me or hate me. All I know is the people back at home, they're glowing, and everybody's raving about you, and they're super proud of you, and I am. I know these guys are too. So we appreciate your effort and look forward to it.
Yeah, thank you. Appreciate it.